Hi everyone, my name is Farzana and today I'm going to share with you about the subject that I love and it has to do with my job. It's AI engineering. So I'm going to tell you also what is actually AI engineering, how I started this, and it's going to be just short summary of what I've done, but also I think it would be informative for those who are going to be an AI engineers. So first of all, previously, I was working as a nurse, and at some point, I decided that okay, this is not what I want to do, and I was like just happy by the buzzwords like AI, and I knew that at some point in my life, I'm just gonna become an AI dude. So at some point, and this point has already happened, and I'm so happy, and I'm just like living basically my dream jobs because some people don't have dream profession or something like that, but I was so happy to have this kind of do something that I love, because sometimes when I work I don't think that it's actually work for me, because these are just subjects that I like working on, and it's like just a hobby for me. So how I started this, imagine like just a nurse with no clue in coding world, in no clue with no clue, no math behind. Like I had actually math trauma even. So yeah, how I've done this. My main motivation was to close the nursing gestalt was very, very important for me, and I knew what I want. I want to have something which makes me enabled to travel. And then this coding things, this whole thing, AI, how the AI thing works was like my pick. And first I started with coding skills, and at some point AI buzz actually started. No ChatGPT yet. I was in nursing school and there were already like some things, and during actually my exam preparation I was also doing some coding challenges, something like that, 100 days of code, blah blah blah. And that's so sweet how I suddenly started doing that. And yeah, and I kind of had some background then, but also learned myself, right? No going to any school. I just wanted to do this, just raw willing of doing something that I might like. And I already at that point I knew that I liked this, because I was like so willing to dive into this subject. I love this. So learning podcasts, watching videos, what is convolutional neural networks, what are the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, machine learning, deep learning, these kind of things. What are actually those things? And so yeah, with this whole thing, I'm also very interested now going to Estland, Estonia, and to Finland, because they are like one of the countries in AI and actually in digitalization. So that's why like it's professionally I want to visit those countries. Yeah, so that was the time, the let's say starting point, where I told myself, okay, now I'm ready. And when I turned 30, basically a couple of years after, I thought to myself, like I told to myself, okay, there's no need to just keep on like, I know what I want. There's no need to questioning. So I just went studying, and I studied business informatics, and I was so happy. I studied in like within 5 semesters, bachelor's in German, my 5th language, and I finished it I completed it in 5 semesters, actually 4 semesters, 5 months. So was so happy, found a job immediately after that, was working on the project that I loved, am working on the project that I love, and basically doing everything with AI. So during my studies, I was focusing, because I knew what I want, and implementation at that point the best thing that the university could give me was computational finance. So doing basically AI related things, but applied on finance. Finance is also like very nice thing for me. I love finance because I love investing and I love smart investments. I have intelligent investors somewhere there. And currently I'm reading Principles of Ray Dalio, and then the man the man who changed the market and stuff like that. So I'm really a finance bro by my soul, but currently not working in finance. But my main job was to also study and become a millionaire myself through investments and through smart investments and knowing the financial markets and stuff like that. So this is still the knowledge that I wanted. But also, like, I found the application for AI. I found the application for like ML, DL, right? Machine learning, deep learning, AI. So yeah, I basically was doing what I wanted through all my study times. Like, I loved my study times, although I've never partied. But for me, getting knowledge that I want was like the best. So now I'm at the stage where actually I'm diving into implementing those, like, there is a definition of machine learning engineer and there's definition for AI engineering. So machine learning engineers are building basically machine learning models. So they are building the foundation models or something like that. But now a lot of companies are willing to have AI engineers because AI engineers are going to build on top of those existing models some like applications. And this is very interesting. I love applications. I love whatever is AI related. I love. So and now this is basically my job. What I also can suggest you now is the books that I have. If you are, for example, if you want to start working with AI and stuff, I mentioned you Python language, right? I was learning coding. I don't think I mentioned Python, but still, Python is still a language for AI, and so yeah, I was interrupted, so that's why I need to collect myself. So yeah, the books, which I really recommend to just really dive into the profession of AI engineering, of an AI engineer, is to start building application with this book. Here you will have all the research related things, application use cases that already mentioned. This is more theoretical book, but with some links, with some ideas, with some mentions of the nice use cases, nice research papers and stuff. You can just go into this and dive in. And then from the same author, Designing Machine Learning Systems, also I mentioned that there is AI engineering and there is a machine learning engineering. It's basically for machine learning engineers, I would say. And on, again, how build application inside the company, so within the company. These are very important books, I would say, for professionals who are going, like, who just started but also want to dive in and want to work within the company, and they are, like, for example, like if teams are very small, or you're the first person in the company who basically works with something like that, AI related company, AI related jobs, this will be very interesting. And for people who are just side hustling, like this is also really good. And hands-on larger language models, I love this book as well. This is very, very interesting book. I love hands-ons. These are like code snippets. I ran my first AI application, and it was very nice. Here you would also learn interesting things, and these all things are about, like, understanding large language models, like, and how to leverage from them. Okay, that was it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.